Hello, welcome to another fun, fabulous week of online learning. What we're going to be talking about today is the future. Specifically talking about things in the future tense that are going to happen after. Okay, so first, obviously, what does the future mean? The future refers to anything after now. Okay, look at the clock, whatever time it is right now. Anything next minute, that's the future. Okay. If you're going to be talking about things that happen in the future, you're going to be using the future tense, one of these two forms. Accepting things that happen every day. Okay, if you're talking about a daily schedule, even if it's something in the future, you're going to be using the simple tense. I read books every day. So yeah, that might be tomorrow that you will do it, but because it happens every day, simple style. But everything else after now, you're going to be using the future tense, okay? And talking about the future tense, usually you will be using time words like tomorrow, tonight, next week, next month, next year, the day after tomorrow, okay? All of these are talking about the future. All of them are extremely useful. I put up after, but that's not really one of the time words. The rest of these are going to be used. Pay attention, especially to here, the day after tomorrow. A lot of people don't know this word and will say things like, oh, tomorrow. Terrible. The day after tomorrow is what it is called. You can also say 2 days from now, 5 days from now. All of those are fine, but using the word next is the most common way. You're going to be talking about things that are coming up. Next weekend, next week, next month, next year, or just saying when it will happen, like in 2027, in July, in ... Talking about the future tense, you're going to be describing things. Okay, one important thing. We're going to be talking about this in just a second, but these time words, when you're going to be using them, can come at the beginning of a sentence or at the end of a sentence, okay? Tomorrow, I will play soccer. Great. I will play soccer tomorrow. Totally fine, okay? They mean exactly the same thing. Here and there, no problem. But time words cannot go inside the sentence. I will tomorrow play soccer is wrong. I will play tomorrow soccer. All of those are terrible. Beginning or the end is where you're going to put time words. Okay? So, next, obviously, talking about the future tense. The one way to do it, the easier way, is using will. If you have will, the next word is just going to be that simple verb. Okay? I will play. I will go. I will eat. I will dance. You are not going to be using ing. I will going is wrong. Okay? I will eat. Great. She will eat. Terrible. Just base form of the verb after will. Okay? The other way of talking about the future is with be going to. This is all one phrase. I am going to. He is going to. She is going to. You are going to. After that comes the simple base form of that verb. Play, eat, dance, go, sing, have. Okay? This one is slightly more difficult because a lot of times people will forget this next verb. I am going to school. Okay, that is not the future. That's right now. That's a present tense sentence. I am going to eat. That is the future. Okay? The one that people make the most mistakes on here is with the verb go. I am going to go is the future tense. I am going to school is not the future. I am going to go to school is what you want to say. Okay? Now, there is a difference between these two, and we're going to be talking about that in a second. But first, the negative form. Okay? Here, you just put not after the sentence. I am not going to play. She isn't going to eat. They aren't going to leave. Okay? With will, you can say will not. I will not play soccer. Or you can combine them to make won't. Will not forms a very different word when it is shortened. It is not, I willn't, not a word. I won't go. I won't play. I won't study. Just means it is the negative form of that verb. Okay? Perfect. Now, when do you use each one? What is the difference between these two? Many, many, many times you can switch them. Usually there's no difference between them. And the good thing is, it's not wrong. Okay, we're going to be talking about the different times that you use them in a second, but it's not incorrect. Nobody's going to say, wait, you should have said will, and you said be going to. Oh, you're a terrible person. That will not happen. Okay, you can switch them back and forth. Tomorrow I will play soccer. I'm going to play soccer tomorrow. Exact same sentence. There's no difference between them. But commonly, there are ways that people do use them. There are times that usually people will use will, and usually people will use be going to. Okay? So, when do you use each one? Will is commonly used for things that you decide right now. If you make a choice now about the future, usually you're going to use will. Okay? You're sitting together with your friends and the doorbell rings. Ding dong. Oh, I'll get it. It's a sudden decision. I decide right now to do that. Will. Okay? Next, a prediction. Prediction just means something you think will happen in the future. Okay? Oh, it will rain tonight. Okay? Right now, it's dark. There's dark clouds. It will rain. That's what I think is going to happen. And tied in with that, anything that you guess. I think, I hope, I believe, I guess. Something you don't know, but maybe you're going to use will. I think I will have some pizza. I hope she will come on time. I hope everyone does their homework and passes the class. Okay? Will. Also, a promise. A promise is when you are saying you are going to do something in the future to help another person. Okay? Oh, I will help you. I will answer your questions. I will lend you some money. You're making a promise to do something. You're talking about in the future, you will do something to help. That is a promise. Okay? And something that is going to be true. It's just a fact about the future. This one is slightly different. Okay? It's something that is a very strong thing about the future that you are going to say. Sorry. The sun will rise tomorrow. Okay, that's just true. It's a fact. Okay. We will be in coronavirus lockdown all semester. Hey, that is a fact. It is true. Okay, true facts about the future. Usually, you're going to be using will. Okay. Now, be going to usually is used if you're talking about a plan. Okay, something that you have decided is going to happen. Okay, like, oh, next summer vacation, I will go to Chejudo. Okay, that's a plan that you have. So you're going to be using be going to. Okay, this summer, I'm going to Jeju for vacation. I'm going to take a trip. I'm going to travel. I'm going to go to Europe. I'm going to watch a movie. Okay? You bought the tickets, you have a seat, you have your popcorn, bang. That is a plan that you have. Okay? If people are asking you about going to a party this weekend, oh, I'm going to go to her party. Oh, I'm going to be busy. I'm going to do my homework. I'm going to study. Okay? Those are plans that you have. Okay? If it's something that is planned out, be going to. Or a prediction you use with will. Okay? You think something is going to happen. But if it is a strong prediction, and by that, I mean a prediction that is based on facts and information, you're going to be using be going to. Okay? By that, I mean, a lot of studies have said that if you smoke a lot of cigarettes, it has many, many bad health effects. So if you smoke, you are going to get cancer. Okay? That is a strong prediction because it's based on fact. It's not just something that I think or something that I want to happen. It's something that is based on facts will happen. Okay? So, for example, there's been a lot of deaths. There are going to be more cases of coronavirus this year. Okay, that is a fact-based prediction. So we use be going to. Okay, talking about the future is not difficult. I believe it's much easier than talking about the past. However, the past comes up much more often in conversation, especially in story writing. But talking about the future is extremely important. So remember, will, be going to, usually you can switch them back and forth. As you may have noticed during my explanations, I often switch them back and forth. It's just what is more commonly done over here. Okay? But I do want you to think about the future, especially now with the coronavirus changing everything that's going to be going on in the future. It can be difficult to think about. So, worksheets and homework. Number 1, will, be going to. Here is a worksheet. I would like you to fill this out with the words in the brackets using will or be going to complete this as well as you can. Use either will or be going to. They have another little refresher on the top, the same as we talked about up here. Do your best to figure out which one you would use in each situation. Okay? Next, here, this one with be going to. This paper is solely using be going to. Try to avoid using will. The reason I gave you this one is I know students usually believe will is easier, so they don't use this one at all. Please do not do that. Using be going to is not dramatically more difficult. I would like you to practice using both. So, in here at the top, please use the phrases in the brackets to make good sentences using be going to in the future. Okay, I am going to take it to class. Okay, at the bottom, use be going to make predictions about the future. What is going to happen? Oh, the sky is dark. It is full of clouds. It's going to rain. Okay? Next, here. This paper is a week in my country. Imagine you and I are great friends. Yay, hooray, wonderful. Or someone your own age, someone who is younger than you. It doesn't matter, but someone who is a foreigner is coming to Korea. They're going to be spending 1 week with you. You are going to be taking them around Korea. What would you do? What are good things in Korea? Where will you go? What are you going to see? What are you going to eat. Okay? Here, there are different boxes for the morning, the afternoon, and the evening for a week of days. Now, with this, a couple important points. Number one, travel time does not matter. Okay, if you want to go to Chejudo one morning and go to, I don't know, the DMZ in the afternoon, that's fine. I don't care. You don't have to figure out the math of, well, we have to drive from Incheon to Seoul, so that's going to take this many hours. I don't care. Just think about, what are you going to do? What are you going to eat? What are you going to see? What are you going to buy? Anything. What are the best things in Korea to do for a foreigner? And second, important thing to remember, pretend there is no coronavirus. Everything is open. Anything you want to do is okay. And your friend is rich. Money is no problem. So whatever they want to do is fine. Okay, you don't have to worry about being poor. They will pay for everything. Okay, so where will you go? The only thing is, you need to stay in Korea. You can't say, oh, we're going to go to Europe this afternoon and we're going to go to Peru tomorrow. No, you have to stay in Korea. Okay? And finally, the video section. Please look through here. Answer these questions about yourself. We're talking about the year 2050. Okay? Far in the future, 30 years later, you're going to be, in your 50s. What do you think your life will be like? Okay? Use your imagination. Okay? Answer these questions with will or be going to talk about what you think your life will be like in the future. You can be as optimistic and hopeful as you want. I will be a millionaire. I will be married to a supermodel. Wow, great, wonderful. It doesn't matter, okay? Think about your future. What do you want? What are your dreams? Talk about them. Use will and be going to describe them, okay? So 3 worksheets to accomplish, 1 video assignment to get done, all right? Best of luck. Thank you. See you next time.